Yo, what's up? This is your boy Postman, and you're tuned in to Post in the Diary Room. Welcome to Post in the Diary Room. And as you may know, every day is a good day to get a delivery from the postman. And of course, if this is your very first time tuning in, please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever is necessary to engage with the content, and most importantly, enjoy the review. KZN native in Nangu Envy has officially released his debut album titled Soft Guluva. This is your average album that is graced with a lot of these chill raps over these jazzy, lo-fi beats, and to me, this is more or less a unique sounding album. The people that actually helped them bring across the sound that we hear throughout this project is obviously Nightmare Henry, who is accredited on 4 joints, but also Nightmare Henry is known for his ability to make songs sound like a whole different new experience. Lungelo is amongst the producers that are on this project, but they are notably known for their contributions in the R&B scene as well as their singing abilities. Need I mention that in recent times they have been heavily involved on production, particularly one that I can remember right now is their contribution on Zuri's latest project titled Forever Green in Me. South African hip hop is currently in a phase where artists or emerging artists are also investing in themselves visually. The first time I actually came across Nangu Envy was on an Instagram reel where he was performing his single titled Soft Guluva, as well as another single which is on this project also being 90s Drift. And to me, the single Soft Guluva was a song that I felt he complemented the beat very well. Stylistically was well performed, but also it did make sense of him paying tribute to his Soft Guluva mystique. For Nangu Envy, the first ever single he released on DSPs was the single titled Nise Bishi. He also did perform it on several platforms such as AOK, Sound Studios. The song Soft Guluva to me has a chilling effect with these hand drums and the bass that travels very nicely throughout the song and is also being enhanced by these strings that we hear on the joint. It did also sound as though this is a song where he's just introducing himself to the fold, where he's basically letting us who he is and what he's all about, because there is a part throughout the song where he says, Bulala with the raps style. To me, it sounded as though he's basically making it clear that he's here to kill the raps, but also with the fashion also is something that he's here to kill. Kai Kapakai was more of an experiment in a sense where he was just extending his musicality, so to speak, because I did feel as though the song sounds very, very different, but also I did enjoy the fact that it's still well in the same bracket as the overall soundscape. With the song having a vintage aesthetic, I did feel as though the song is not for me. This is not a song that I'm gonna come back to or spin back, because I think for me this is a song that is more of a skip to me. But also I did enjoy hearing Umtunga Mbulazi very chilled and laid back and just having fun with the beat. But in the song, me coming back to it, I don't think I'm gonna come back to it. The song Omashonisa, he has Leah Butler, who I felt as though she was very helpful in as far as helping this joint become something else, because had she not been involved, I thought to me the song would have turned out to be something that is pretty much monotonous. Leah Butler has been on an insane run right now. She's up next in my opinion, and coming off the back of her latest single titled Isimangali, so I think she's a breath of fresh air. Basically on the song Mashonisa, Nango Envy paints this image of someone who's living in the township or the ghetto where they just have to go to the loan shark and just ask them for money in hopes of making ends meet, because normally when the 5th of that month comes they usually do not have any more money to spend. But the standout moment for me throughout the song was hearing him rap the conventional way, and don't get it twisted in this sense, but what I'm saying here is by him rapping the conventional way, I'm basically referring to him rapping with the flow and also him riding the bounce of the joint, whereas on the songs throughout the project he's basically laid back and half the time even purposefully off beats. There's a rap ballad on this project titled Jollington. This pretty much is a love song. It's in the title of the song, but also the standout guy for me on this song has to be Temi, because I thought he was very good, but also his voice to me sounded like Ricky Rick. The single Wololo produced by Sipom Jita is my favorite joint. I felt as though the song had a very lovely hook. It's something that I could engage with, and to be fair, it could do without Nangu Envy's contribution, because I thought his verse was not pretty much needed, despite the song being his, of course. But when he came on, he just had a momentous verse, and that was just it. So I felt as though the hook was just the song, and I wouldn't have a problem with the song running with just the hook and just having a lot of these empty spaces, which I thought would have been good in as far as the wololo concept of the joint is concerned, just like it does on the song Pusha Guluva. Because amongst the many other things that I took away from the song is that this is a song about weed, and he's basically telling us how weed makes him feel, and that he's not gonna smoke some cheap shit. And yeah, basically not much besides the fact that this is a song about weed. One of my favorite outros on an album would have to be Umpelandawa, because to me it did sound like a roll the credits moments, because even how the song even sounds in J itself, it sounds like something that you would place towards the end of a project or towards the end of a movie. This is where like the credits are just rolling up. In movie Pelile and Nangu Envy is just completed his story. He's just told us who he is and what he's all about. Simply put, I did enjoy the strategy of having shorts where Nangu Envy was performing these joints to also gauge how the socials or the people, or rather would just react, was very helpful towards gathering the necessary anticipation, because during the height of the reels there was no motion whatsoever on DSPs. So now that everything is out on DSPs, it kind of makes sense to me. This project gets a 6 out of 10. This is a great debut project. I just feel as though it gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Post in a diary room, please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever is necessary to engage with the content, and most importantly, hydrate all the time.